Welcome, Shalom. All praise and glory go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab, and the Shalom to all the sincere Achim that are pushing the spirit and sincerity and the truth. Before I continue, I want to say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel that the Bible speaks about, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, and the people that live in the land of Israel today. They go back to the Khazarians, which go back to the biblical Amalekites, which is the chief-head tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom, and the people that call themselves white, European, Caucasian, Australian, or American, they all go back to the nation of Esau, Edom as well. Now, these videos are made to wake up our people, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father, because judgment is being passed upon the planet Earth. Now, with that being said, prophecies are also coming to pass. And in the Middle East, you see that Iran is strategically bombing Qatar. And why they do that is basically that to draw other countries into the war. Because they know that if they keep bombing Saudi Arabia, one of those countries, they will have to declare war on Iran. And as soon as Saudi Arabia declares war on Iran, Pakistan is basically also a part of it. And Pakistan has nuclear weapons. You see, so that's a way that Iran is strategically digging himself into the war and basically pulling everyone down with him, because all these countries are quiet when the international community is doing wickedness. So they basically have something like, okay, since no one's condemning it, we're gonna just do what we would want to do as well, and one of those things is attacking Qatar, because they claim that Qatar controls like 20% of the world energy, that small country right there, and a lot of gas and stuff like that comes from that place. 1 in 5 households, so like 20% of the world. So what they're doing now is basically destabilizing the world economy, because everything is linked to gas, man, or petrol. The truck that comes to basically refill the stores and all those things is also running on gas. So that means everything is gonna go up eventually. The prices are gonna go up eventually. And this is also a way that Esau can basically come with energy crises and energy lockdowns, which is also a new thing that they're pushing. You can't get gas without a QR code. Things like that are gonna come soon. It might be even to where they lay the foundation for the mark. So. Because that prophecy also still has to come to pass. Now, as you see on the screen, you see the foreign minister of Qatar talking about Iran, but I can play it, maybe.
Iran has been here for millennia. The people in this region have been here for millennia. Nobody's...
So basically he's saying that they condemn the attacks, but on the other hand, they also have American military bases on their land. So why would you host, enemy of Iran as a place from where they could strike Iran? And that's also a thing, because America can basically bomb Iran from Qatar and from these other countries like Kuwait, and then they claim like, no, it was the Americans, it wasn't us, but then why are you hosting those countries, So Yeah, but America's helping them with the infrastructure for the oil. We all understand that, but it also comes with consequences. That you're going to be a target. So it's basically not necessarily targeted at the Qatar people, but basically on the oil refineries and gas refineries, because that's what fuels the economy, of that country. And if they don't put the Americans out, they're gonna keep being a target for those regional powers like Iran and other countries, man. Because Saudi Arabia, the world powers are shifting, man. Even like that, the elite bankers already set themselves up to where they can never lose anyway. So because don't forget that Saudi Arabia and countries like this, Qatar, they're all Amalek. Don't forget that they're all Amalek, man. They're all Amalek. A lot of them are Jewish migrants from Turkey. Like, so the House of Saud is definitely Jewish migrants from Turkey that took Arab women and took Arab names. So you would think that they're Arab, but they're Amalek. That's why they never go against Amalek. You see? So yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's very interesting. We're living in very interesting times.
Going anywhere. Total annihilation is not an option. No one peoples or country will disappear from existence.
And this is just 17 hours ago, right? I believe they bombed them like 3 weeks ago, then 9 days ago, and now 17 hours ago again, because they're playing chess, man. America might have superior power and all of that, but they just strike the places that make America money. And eventually these host nations to America are gonna say like, hey, since we're making money with you, but we're being a target as well. Our own safety is not guaranteed, and that also will do something to the public, right? The people are also starting to might start a protest against the government, because they're basically Muslims fighting other Muslims for America. So that's the thing. And don't forget the scriptures that we're talking about, the Carmanians raging with wrath, and Ishmael remembering his old nature. They're gonna change up, they're gonna switch up. And these are the times that that might happen. But we're gonna just closely keep watching, from the watchtowers, and see what's gonna happen.
By the wish or whim of any political actor. We will live next to each other. We will be neighbors for the future of humankind, and we have to find ways of living next to each other. This is a very difficult moment. Our country has been attacked. Our sovereignty has been attacked. We have seen the effects on our economy, on the daily lives of people living here, and we don't take it lightly, and we don't...
Yeah, and Qatar was known for one of those countries that, it's also something I basically picked up, is that they change husbands as they change their underwear, man. So they also become like the West. And these are things that, happen as soon as you deal with the devil, Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, right? And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, you see? So this is the thing, man. It's very interesting. We're living in very interesting times. So you gotta watch the news closely, because all these things that are happening right now have serious effects upon the whole earth. All right, and that wild nature that Ishmael has is gonna come up soon. Just wait until their economy starts really is really gonna get damaged, and you're gonna see a different Ishmael, not this laid back Dubai type Ishmael, modern day Ishmael. You're gonna have that ancient wild man, you know, and he's gonna rage in wrath. The Carmanians are gonna join him too, because they're a bunch of wild boars as well. Don't forget that Persia is a strong nation, man. They're also Shemites, you know, and basically it's always about Shem. If you look at the world, you know, you rarely see Japheth or Ham also participating in anything, you know. Ham was one of our first enemies, but they're gonna have it way better in the kingdom, you know. But countries like
stationary vehicle.
Countries like you know, it's always India, China, Japan, Ishmael, Arabia, you know, Jacob. Everything is about Jacob basically. Ishmael has an issue with Jacob. Esau has an issue with Jacob. And Persia, they're Shemites, but you know, of course, they also had us in captivity, but they're also going to go into captivity, definitely. But they're not the top enemies of Jacob. You know, the real top enemies are, you know, Ishmael, Esau, you know, some Hamite groups, as it says in Psalms 83. So you're gonna watch as well as pray. We're living in interesting times. Every day something's happening that, you know, affects your life, can affect your life directly. You can even look at the gas prices and you see it. But then again, yeah, is this artificial or is this real? Because on the other hand, you also have in Dubai, gas is 65 cents. A Dutch guy that's there right now, he showed that. So many dirham is like 65 cents a liter. So, and another thing, America has the control over the biggest oil reserve upon the planet Earth, which is Venezuela, right? How come they can't make gas cheaper? They're probably keeping it for themselves to do business, for a small elite group to be in control of that. You see? But the public is suffering, man. They don't give a damn about you. And just remember that. So with that, I'm going to say all praise and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakab, Apostle Ramlam, and the Shalom to all the sincere Achim that are pushing this word, this sincerity, and in truth. Shalom.